We are here into game 2. We're looking at authority and how it breaks down in the early game. Saw POV of it all the way over at the mid-game side of things with, I believe, Boyer last time, but now it'll be Carrot where he's landing.
Best thing about authority is that mythic grappler gun is so easy to grab and just get out. You don't need the vault. You don't need you don't need the drum gun as well. You were playing this POI for that mythic grappler gun. This Boyer is actually going to go down early, so not going to see him in this late game. Carrot, though, going to get a nice wall control. The control here is going to take down that player very easy. The SMG there, that legendary one, not able to do it there for them. And Carrot going to walk away the victor of authority. Now we're over to Weeping Woods with Laser here inside the main building. Again, the water receded. We've got old POIs back. Laser is looking to just dominate this area. They do have 2 players nearby. They got to be careful about it. He's going to have a relatively good loadout for early game fighting as well. If that's his playstyle, that's what he wants to get into. Seems like he's just going around his normal loot path. They do have a sniper in their inventory. We talked about snipes last game, and there's so many more that could come this game, as he's looking actively to try to find one of these players just not building in the right place.
A bunch of different players will be trying to snipe each other, go for tags. 92 left alive, so hey, 91 left alive, so you got to be careful. You can't be standing still like that, especially over at Weeping Woods. I think this is the most dangerous POI to take it slow in. There's so many trees, different angles you can't see, and Laser will be there to take advantage of it with another snipe.
We talked about legacy. Out of the top 10, there's not that many people that you would look at and be like, wow, these are the best players in Europe. They're amazing. They're on top of everybody. As we just see Covado demolish Noah Riley there. And now we know where the Caddy Shockwave launcher is.
That Covado is one of those best players. You can see it in just the way he finishes the fight. That Clay, you have to admit, takes like upwards of 2 to 3 minutes sometimes over at Caddy, especially for the vault. I'm gonna take you guys down a little bit of an analogy lane. Think about a book with different chapters, right? So every single placement is handed out at a different chapter of threshold. So it's not like 75th you get a point, then 74th you get another. It's 75th to 50th is an entire chapter of placement. That's 1 point. After that, it goes from 50th all the way down to the 40 mark, and it gets lower, lower, and lower, closer and closer, all the way to the conclusion of the book, the final chapter, that top 5. Then you get that Victory Royale. It's a total of 14 points to hand out. So keep in mind as you're watching where these placements come through. To get placements, though, you have to get eliminations. Beyond is trying as well. Remember, those points are capped at 20 elimination points, so you can have a maximum of 20 eliminations per game. Lucio will be looking for his chance of defending here. I feel like he's going to be in a very good spot. Not landing too many shots, though. Remember, no placement. Top 75. The number on the top left has to be 75 for 1 point to be handed out to the entire lobby. So right now, Lucio's gotten nothing. But damage done down, but all to himself too. Oi, oi, oi. Gets in the box. Hits his own charge shock, and it was a lesser rarity, but did more damage because he was a little bit more accurate.
This fight is very, very smart. There's no one really around that can get there within a couple seconds. They have to make a play to run. The crash pad not being used as effective as it could have. That's going to be his last opportunity to get in. That player with not a cone over the top almost got it. Actually trying to prep the crash pad to make that player think he has one, and now going for the wall take. He's getting edit there. Mateus with the edit thought he could get it, but the charge from Rosenma was just too much, and the lawn was just mowed.
Yeah, that was a easy pickup, clippings all around. And I really like his use of ramps to kind of block off any players, or especially that one in particular, pathway out of boxes. You can always edit out and push from a box to a different position vertically, but if someone has ramps above you, they can easily edit that ramp and get a free shot off. You have no way of even blocking it. A wall twist all the way up top is not going to be able to get pushed down. Hen actually just went down in the feed. So that's another top 5 player gone.
Legends is unfortunately going to get sniped from up above, and that's kind of been the story of this chapter this season. Rather, it is snipe, 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 snipe. Legend trying to defend against it. Now he does have the chug splashes, and he does have the mini shields in his inventory. But almost getting boxed up there. He actually is going to get boxed, not in his own build. Needs to get out. Shots coming through. He is going to get tagged up. 14 HP in a dream. I don't know. He's going to be able to make it out of this one. He does have crash pads again. One chug splash in the inventory. He could pop it here, and that's what he's going to go for. But I think unfortunately he's gonna fall. Letwig takes him down.
Anas also 3 points. So to put it in context for you, he's way down below, not where he's used to being at all on a game 2.
And he also, 2 of these points are from this game. And well, make it 3 of these points are from this game. We talked about how snipes were the, almost hitting another one there, how the story of the season was sniper shots. And Anas just ringing that true.
And he's actually ruining a big game plan for Shuzi there, because I'm pretty sure this is one of the only 2 players who had a sub 10 average placement in the semifinals. He's not going to be able to play his tournament now. Mr. Savage also, top 10, Artox in his way, setting down a trap. He could get beamed here, but it's not going to be enough to slow him down completely. Shields are gone. He has shrugs and minis. He easily pop it back up. Peppers again to speed things up. If it goes bad over here, he's in the same box as Artox though, and it's over.
He's rotating around the backside, trying to slide, and he's actually got, he's going to set up a trap, just like we saw on Savage. We'll see if it's going to work, though. Vortexia is going to just walk right in, but the cone going to be placed on top as well. Does get the stare over the top of Rezon, but Rezon's got him boxed. It's all his own, and Vortexia just going to go down without even a fight. And look how many floppers he has now.
Benji is comfortable. He's still endangered by these players. 1 who in front of him, but a huge chunk of damage done, and now he's white HP. 7 HP left. A pickaxe could end things, but it doesn't matter. Save it goes down.
Very smart from Benji to realize, hey, Saban's getting stone damage there from Storm Surge. I'm going to capitalize onto that. And now he's got a relatively free rotation. Everyone crash padding in front for him. I think there was a launch pad there in the box, but he's just going to be able to walk right in. This is very, very good. Minimal mat usage from him. Able to get some shots on the players for Storm Surge as well. He's sitting comfortably inside this bottom house at Retail Row. Rezon there as well. Does not have mobility, so this is where he wants to operate in these city-to-city, box-to-box fights. As we do see the mountain behind, it may pull, but right now, Rezon's looking really, really good.
And 2 different kind of POVs of the entire map and how it's unfolding in game 2.
We see Benji with a very, very easy rotate here with that launch pad. Not a single person looked at him there, and he timed that so perfectly so that everybody else was flying. Would be least likely for him to take any tags.
No tags in the air, but a little bit of damage from box to box still.
We see Benji with a very, very easy rotate here with that launch pad. Not a single person looked at him there, and he timed that so perfectly so that everybody else was flying. Would be least likely for him to take any tags.
No tags in the air, but a little bit of damage from box to box still. Complete carnage all the way around. Every crash pad being used, people launching, taking shots back to back. This is where Benji thrives. He's going to be in his mid-ground position, trying to take a little bit of ownage of materials in people's boxes. Still, the main person is Benji, who's now almost out of AR ammo. Just 1 magazine left over for him to use on that epic AR. He is staying way sky high. Has the match to hold this just for now, but he will not be able to end this game off with them. Dropping straight down for a launch and barely misses it. It's all good. Kha'Zix picks up 2 eliminations and just cements his moment in this tournament in game 2. He's so high in points. Benji in the box. Artox going down to Anas, who's also going up. Kylix goes down, a top 6 player. Benji's rising up.
And who's rising down? Kha'Zix just went down, so everybody in this game has got a free ride into top 5, top 1 even. They're able to make it happen, and Benji's looking really good to do that. Don't know exactly how many points Kha'Zix went out on, but if Benji's able to solidify 10, maybe 5 more points, he's going to be looking really, really good. He's going to be able to just to climb his way up, and this is the start Benji needs. He needs to get off to a fast start, and he's doing just that.
I was going to say he has a big threat to face, but Mongrel just went down too. It's a top 16 situation, and Benji has the best spot. He also has the best trap set up. He takes another one out. Rimic is gone. Benji is operating in Storm. No floppers though, just his shots. He gets denied. He's on his box-to-box with Mick now. They need to control. Big shockwave, I think, launcher to send his opponent straight into the Storm Rotary. He's trying to climb back with crash pads. He barely does. Misses the mark. He gets taken out. Big change up. Marine gets the siphon. Max HP. Reason gets a huge shot down. It's a 1v1.
And a very big 1v1. Is this a battle for first? Rezon, I think, is going to maybe have it, depending on how many points Kha'Zix had. Marine, though, does have the shockwave launcher. We've seen it come down time and time and again. This should be a victory here for him if he is able to play right, but he's running out of builds. He's hopping in his zone. Rezon, remember, has the floppers. He picked them up earlier. This is going to be his play. He's going to sit back. This is how you counter it. Everybody's like, it's overpowered. It's so OP. He's hiding in zone. He's floppering. Mariah is nowhere to put pressure on, and Rezon is going to be able to pick up the dub.
Hey, it's that Season 2 vibe that beats the Season 3 one. Reason, what a nice overall game from him. From being shambles to getting floppers to getting first. Maybe in this game, maybe overall in the tournament.
Taking a look here, after that game, of course, Rezon there, 35 points, 10 points ahead of Kezix, your winner from last game. I mean, this is a pretty good way to start your second game.